The movie is set in the northern Great Plains during the early 18th century. This is the period when European settlers had already colonized most parts of the country. They looted the resources, killed the local natives, and destroyed the forests to build cities. At the start, we see a young Comanche girl, Naru, who enjoys hunting. She has a well-trained dog named Sari, who appears to be extremely loyal to her. One morning in the forest, Naru is practicing with her axe when she notices a deer. She decides to hunt it down, but a loud thunderclap causes the deer to flee. Not willing to give up, Naru and her dog pursue the deer with all their might, but still they are unsuccessful in capturing it. During the process, Sari's tail becomes entangled in a bear trap, causing him extreme pain. Luckily, Naru quickly comes to his rescue. Once she frees Sari from the trap, she also applies some natural remedies to his tail. Just rub some berries on that shit there. After this, the two prepare to return home, but just then, they hear a loud noise coming from the sky. Naru immediately goes to investigate, and when she reaches a nearby cliff, she sees a large alien ship flying through the clouds. Must have accidentally inhaled some of those berries. In the following scene, Naru meets her brother, Tabe, who is an excellent hunter. In fact, he is regarded as the fiercest fighter in the entire tribe. Whenever they go for a big hunt, Tabe is the one who leads them. Naru shares with him that she saw a thunderbird in the sky earlier. She also expresses that she is ready to join him in the upcoming hunt. However, Tabe does not believe that she is prepared, saying it is dangerous. Following this, Naru returns to her mother and assists her in preparing some medicine. As she is sharpening her axe, her mother inquires as to why she wants to hunt. Naru responds that she is as skilled as the others because she uses her intelligence more than her physicality. However, even her mother believes that she can't hunt. This proves that the Comanche people do not think that their women are capable of hunting like their male counterparts. A few moments later, Tabe arrives with a hunted bird for food, but Naru does not appear to be pleased with it. On the other hand, a dangerous-looking predator jumps out of the ship. He has extremely advanced weapons on him, like lasers, thermal vision, and also the ability to become invisible. To give us a brief demo of his abilities, the predator walks into the forest and effortlessly kills a giant snake. Elsewhere, while gathering herbs for the medicines, Naru notices the men making their way into the jungle in order to kill a lion, when she learns that the lion has captured one of their men named Puli. She decides to join them. As expected, the men refuse to let her come along, but when Tabe vouches that she can help treat the wounded, they agree. Soon the search begins, and Naru guides everyone using her so-called intelligent brain. They wander around for hours and ultimately find Puli, who is in a brutal condition. Naru immediately provides him with medications and herbs, saving his life. After the successful rescue mission, everyone prepares to leave, but Tabe is adamant on hunting the feral lion down, so he instructs the other men to carry Puhi back to their camp, while he goes after the lion. However, Naru is somewhat skeptical, because lions normally finish off their prey instantly. They do not just leave them to suffer. So, she asks to join him, but Tabe declines. On the way back, Naru discovers the dead and gutted snake, as well as the predator's footprint. The other men believe that the footprint is that of a large bear, but Naru is confused as she has never seen one this size before. Hence, she decides to go back to Tabe and warn him about the same. A member of their camp named Paka also joins her. Soon after, she meets Tabe and tells him everything, but he too believes it was a bear. Following this, the three of them set out to hunt the lion. Naru suggests placing bait and taking a position on the tree to effectively attack the lion. After a while, she, along with Paka, climbs a tree, while Tabe places the bait and hides behind some bushes to plan worse, and the lion arrives on the scene. But instead of going after the bait, it lunges towards the duo. At first, the lion kills Paka and slowly starts moving towards Naru. The latter is holding a spear, confident that she can defend herself, but right then, she notices the predator. This distracts her momentarily, allowing the lion enough time to strike her and knock her to the ground. A few hours later, Naru wakes up and finds herself back at the village camp. It turns out that her brother saved her from the lion and brought her home. Meanwhile, Tabe also arrives with the lion's head. All the villagers are proud of him, so the elders elevate him to the position of war chief. However, Naru remains convinced that there is something else in the forest and wishes to go back. She tells Tabe about it, but the latter dismisses her, stating that she is not prepared to hunt yet. Since no one believes her, Naru decides to take matters matters into her own hands. Early the next morning, she, along with her dog, heads to the forest to investigate. There, she makes a rope out of wood skids, ties it to her axe, and uses it as a boomerang. With the help of it, she is able to hunt down a rabbit, which she cooks in the forest and eats with sari. Meanwhile, the predator is watching a wolf, which is about to pounce on a small animal. As soon as the wolf catches its prey, the predator attacks and kills it. Invisible free size. On the other hand, Naru continues to move in search of clues about the predator. After a while, she arrives at a location where she discovers several dead buffalo with their skins ripped off. Naru is shocked and perplexed as to who could have done this, as buffaloes are regarded as symbols of honor and generosity in their culture. Alongside the bodies, she discovers a cigar, but Naru is unaware of what it is. After her investigation is done, she continues her journey until she falls into a swamp. To make matters worse, it turns out to be quicksand. Naru slowly drowns inside, and it appears as if she will suffocate to death. But fortunately, she still has her axe boomerang. Using this, she somehow manages to rescue herself. Naru then heads to the nearby river to clean herself up. Meanwhile, we see the predator noticing the same cigar. In the next scene, Naru discovers a large bear devouring its prey. Normally, even the bravest of villagers would run away from the beast, but Naru has a point to prove. She wants to kill it and take its head to the village as a trophy. Unfortunately, at the last second, her bow breaks, and the bear notices her. Now, with the tables turned, Naru runs for her life and eventually hides beneath a beaver dam. However, the bear, using his incredible sense of smell, tracks her down. It is about to devour her when suddenly the predator arrives at the scene and attacks it. The two beasts then get into a fight, but the bear is eliminated within seconds. Witnessing this, Naru is taken aback and she immediately swims away to save herself. The predator notices her, but doesn't react, believing she is no threat to him. Even the invisible aliens are sexist. Following this, Naru arrives at the shore, where she is approached by some men from her village. It turns out that after she went missing, Tabe directed his men to look for her. Naru frantically explains to them about what she saw, but no one believes her. Instead, they ask her to return to the camp. When Naru refuses, they apprehend her and tie her up. Meanwhile, the predator appears to be watching them from nearby. Using his advanced technology, he has marked their weapons. Shortly after, the tribesmen hear the predator's roar and notice some movement in the bushes. Scared, they take up their positions, and one of them fires an arrow into the bush. Then, he slowly moves forward to investigate, only to discover that it is just a rabbit. This cracks up all the men, and they make fun of Naru's fear. But just then, 3 lasers point at the man's body, followed by metal arrows, killing him instantly. Because of this, the other men start shooting their arrows in random directions, and one of them hits the predator and exposes his real self. The men immediately begin attacking him, but the deadly alien is so powerful that he effortlessly kills the men, one after another. The kills are sweet. Too bad you can't see them because of YouTube's stupid guidelines. As the fight goes on, Naru somehow frees herself and escapes from the area. Unfortunately, the predator kills all the men and starts pursuing her. Naru tries to lose him in the woods, but ends up getting caught in a bear trap. Soon, the predator approaches her, seemingly to finish her off. However, seeing her struggling and in pain, he stops. This makes Naru realize that the predator does not attack bait or unarmed ones. At the same time, some French hunters arrive with guns, knock Naru out, and kidnap her. In the next scene, she regains consciousness and finds herself trapped inside a wooden cage. She then notices a man smoking a cigar and learns that he is the one who killed the buffalo earlier. Just then, a translator approaches her and asks what she knows about the predator. When Naru does not respond, they reveal another hostage who is none other than Tabe. Naru is taken aback to see him there, but she can do nothing about it. Shortly after, the siblings are taken into the forest, where they are tied up as bait for the invisible alien to hunt. Tabe panics, but Naru assures him that the predator does not attack defenseless beings. Unsurprisingly, the same thing happens. The predator slowly approaches the men from behind and starts killing them one by one. These kills are even sweeter. Too bad you still can't see them because of YouTube's stupid guidelines. While the massacre continues, the siblings manage to free themselves arrives. Tabe goes to find a horse for himself, while Naru goes to the French hunter's camp where her dog Sari is being held. On reaching it, she wipes out the remaining hunters, using her impressive moves. But before she leaves with her dog, the translator approaches her. His leg has been severed, so he begs for medication. In exchange, she offers to teach her how to use a gun. Naru agrees and gives him some medicine that lowers his body temperature. As she is learning how to use the gun, they hear the predator's scary roar. It sounds like this. So, Naru immediately hides behind a tree, while the translator pretends to be dead. Surprisingly, the predator isn't able to locate the translator because of his low body temperature. This makes Naru realize that he has a weakness after all. But the predator makes up for this rare weakness with his intelligence. He steps on all the corpses one by one. Most of them do not respond, but when it's the translator's turn, he screams in pain. Realizing that the human was only pretending to be dead, the predator kills him in a flash. After this, he spots Sari and aims his laser at it. However, as he is about to shoot, Tabe arrives out of nowhere and attacks the predator's head, causing his helmet to fall off. As a result, the laser present in the helmet points and shoots the tree rather than Sari. Seeing this, Naru realizes that the metal arrow is following the laser points rather than the enemy's location. By the time the predator retrieves his helmet, Tabe attacks him. Surprisingly, the tribesman goes toe-to-toe with him and even manages to land some impressive shots. This annoys the predator, so he finally becomes invisible. A few seconds later, he catches Tabe off guard and stabs him from behind, killing him mercilessly. Naru watches this unfold right before her eyes, but she doesn't have time to mourn. She flees with her dog immediately. The next morning, she spots one of the surviving French hunters across the river and apprehends him. She severs his leg, preventing him from fleeing and using him as bait. She then takes the medication, which lowers her body temperature and makes it impossible for the predator to sense her. A while later, the predator arrives as planned and tries to go after the person he set up the bait, but, as expected, he is unable to locate Naru. Suddenly, she shoots him in the head from behind, takes his helmet, and runs away. Following this, she positions the helmet in such a way that the laser can be directed at the predator. Soon he arrives, and Naru jumps onto him and begins tussling. She manages to cut off his hand using his own weapon. Next, she, along with the help of Sari, ties the predator with a rope and drags him to the swamp. As per the plan, he points the metal arrows at Naru, oblivious to the fact that the laser is aimed at himself. When he shoots, the metal arrows end up penetrating his own head, finally killing him. In the last scene, Naru returns to her village with the predator's head, making everyone proud of her.